You talk in your content about iboga,
Mm-hmm.
the plant medicine iboga, which from I learned it from watching your content that it's very prevalent in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had someone on the podcast that has a retreat also that they host in Maryland for ayahuasca, right? And it's kind of like a 3 day thing, and they do yoga and they pray and blah, blah, and then they do the ceremony. So I'm very interested in finding out more information about that. And in speaking with different people, I read that, these psychedelics are very helpful for traumatic experiences perhaps that have happened to you in the past. It's helped a lot of veterans, right? Navy
Yeah.
SEALs that have
Yeah.
seen really, really, really ugly things take place, and it's traumatized them completely where they were suicidal, and this does something where it switches something in their brain structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're able to cope with this trauma easier. You've tried iboga.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share a little bit about that experience to help me better understand that? And if you know the difference between that and ayahuasca.
Yes, for sure. So psychedelics. Like I just imagine like a rainbow coming through my hands, like psychedelics. Psychedelics are incredible because they are mind openers and they remove blockages. So
Mhm.
especially when you've experienced any form of trauma or just like kind of like bottling things up, covering things, putting up walls, maybe you don't have the experience of like even knowing that you're allowed to express or to release the things that you've gone through or have witnessed. So psychedelics, what they do is because they open different channels within the brain, they allow us to finally release the blockages that were stopping us from really fully healing things, from really fully like letting it go or really
Mhm.
fully even processing it. Sometimes people black out memories from childhood because they were
Yeah,
so traumatic.
they were so
But
traumatic.
these
Yeah.
things kind of can open the floodgates for you to finally feel it so that you can let it go.
Isn't that dangerous though?
I think it's only going to be dangerous if you're dealing with someone who has a history of psychosis. So,
Gotcha.
this is why when you do plant medicine or psychedelics with somebody, you always do intake. It's not necessarily for every single human being, but the majority of people can handle it. Because when it opens the floodgates, it allows space for you to cry, to feel, and like you also just, it's like you finally understand. You can finally be like, okay, now
That's
I
why. That's
know
why I feel this
why.
way. That's why I'm
Yes.
depressed. That's why
Yeah.
yeah.